Good morning, students. We are entering into the next period of Hitler's activity as an administrator. We have discussed about the French Revolution. Now we are discussing about the Nazism. The beginning of this academic year, I have told you, we are entering into the world. 6th, 7th and 8th, we have studied about Indian history. Now we are entering into the world. An important events that has changed the thinking of the people in the world, the feeling of the people of the world, and which has affected the entire world. That is what we are discussing. So now we are discussing about Hitler, his ideology, his thinkings. A political ideology and a social ideology that came into existence in Germany, a European country. Here we see the idea of Lebensraum or a living space. You know, you have come to school. You got a place to sit, a bench to sit. You know, in the school, 2 cadets are sitting in a bench. Sometimes you feel comfortable that you are alone in the bench, you have got a lot of space. You are happy with that. It's natural in the human mind. I want more space, I want to become very rich, I want to do all that. It's natural. But the same thinking is there in the mind of the other person also. So if that is to be considered, the classroom size should be doubled. The furniture should be doubled. So it will create problems. More and more space is needed. So the desire of the human being can never be completely satisfied. That is why Buddha has told, if you want to be, you should not have any desire. Desire is the basis of all conflict. But what to do without desire, we will not do also. If you don't have desire, now you are listening to my video, you are trying to learn something because you have a desire to achieve something. Otherwise you would have been simply sleeping and wasting the time. So the desire is important. But when we desire, we should consider other human beings also. As I have got the freedom to stretch my hand, do whatever I like, other person also has got right to stretch his hand and leg. Then what will happen? When you touch other one, that's a conflict. So that is what Hitler was doing. So all those who are coming into contact with him, all those who he felt it is problematic, they should be removed. Only I should leave. That was Hitler's idea. That was the problematic. So he wanted a living space. So what to do? More living spaces needed where? But we have to conquer others. Every king wanted to expand his kingdom. What he does? He will go and fight with others and defeat others. If the weak king is, the weak king will be defeated and capture the power. So that is what. So he wanted that all the neighboring countries of Germany should be defeated and brought under the control of Germany, so that Aryans could be placed all over Germany. Only Aryans and not others. That's what Hitler wanted. So, use the strength and conquer other areas. So, if there is a mighty and strong fellow in the class, he occupies one place, whoever comes to my area, I will hit. This will be afraid. But what will happen? When the teacher comes and asks, why are you sitting alone? When other 2 or 3 are sitting together, then he cannot fight with the teacher. So when somebody who is more powerful than that person comes, he has to accept it. There is no chance. So that is a law of the nature. That should be accepted. So we should permit other human beings also to survive. That was not accepted by Hitler. Only Aryans should survive. Increase the material resources by any means. Looting, attacking, stealing, however, take others' property and enjoy it. That is the wrong thing. You make your own. Or cooperate with other person and improve your property. Improve your asset. But not chasing him out of the areas. Not illegally capturing the things. Compete with him in a accepted rules and regulations and win. That's acceptable. Everybody will appreciate it. But illegally, wrong way, if you occupy, if you capture something, it's the wrong thing. That is what has happened for Hitler. Enhance the power of German nation. Bring all Germans in one place. So put everybody neighbors. So your family put all the neighboring or your brothers, everybody close by. Chase out all others. Or you are in the class, your friends should be near to you. All others who are come there. Even if he wants to sit, chase him out of that place. That's what Hitler was. Only Germans, Aryans should come near to Germany areas. Chase out all of us. That was the policy of Hitler. So he tried to take Poland. Tried to occupy Poland. Make it a part of Germany, and the German and the Polish people who are there, they were chased out of it. That we will see further on that. Pure and healthy Nordic Aryans were only desirable people. Pure and healthy Nordic Aryans are only desirable. If you are unhealthy, if you are having some health problems, you are having some disease, out. No chance to survive. You should be killed. That is the idea of Hitler. We call it euthanasia. Okay, only they should prosper and multiply. No others have right to survive in the world and prosper. Only they should. That is Hitler's ideology. Hitler can have that ideology, but he should not force upon others. Other person also will have same ideology. Then what will happen? There will be a fight. That's okay. If other person is not having that ideology, okay, ready, you do. So there will be somebody who is equal to you, who is more powerful than you sometimes. Then you have to accept. So better not to do that wrong things, not to wait for a stronger person and come and defeat you and get humiliated. Accept the good things that are there in the nature. Permit other human beings also to survive. Be good with others. That is what is needed. Now what is happening with China? China is entering into others areas and trying to extend its areas. So what happened? There is a conflict. That's the reason. A conflict begins. As per the today's news, China has occupied some areas of Bhutan even. So naturally, there is a conflict. So small kingdoms. Bhutan is a small kingdom. Bhutan cannot do anything against China. So if it occupies, it's the wrong thing. So small creatures, small beings also should survive. Everybody has to survive. That is the responsibility of the elder, younger, higher ones to permit the younger ones or weaker ones to survive. Otherwise, weaker ones will be perished. Then you cannot alone live. You need younger ones, the small ones, weaker ones. All others were undesirable even if they were Nordic. They are not strong, they are not needed. Impure and abnormal had no right to survive. If you are abnormal, if you have got some disease, if you have got madness, if you are mentally diseased or some health problems, your leg is not there, hand is not there, eyes are not there, ear is not there. Any of those problems are there, you are not to survive. Everybody should be killed. That is what Hitler does. Impure and abnormal had no right to survive. That is what Hitler was. So, euthanasia program for mentally or physically unfit. Euthanasia means kill that person. Kill by injecting or any means. Legally kill. That's what is called legally. Even government also cannot take a person's life without a legal procedure. If a person has done a crime, he will be given a hanging punishment or a death penalty, death punishment, and there's a lot of procedure for that. Suddenly one judge comes and you have done mistake, hang him. No. There are so many steps. And again that person can ask for a relief from that punishment. Reduce the punishment. So like that, so much step is there for last, that is the death penalty. Because life of a person cannot be taken out. That is a crime. That's a government itself takes to punish a person who has killed other person. It's a criminal offense. Killing other person, taking the life of other person. So government itself takes steps to punish the person who has killed others. That is the thing. So here euthanasia is a program which is done by German government at that time to kill anybody who is not fit according to the ideologies and thinkings of Hitler. Means if he is physically unfit, his leg is gone, or mentally upset. There are mental weak persons are there. Mentally they are not normal. We say mad people are there. It is there in the world. So they should be also, they are also human beings. It is not their mistake that they have become mad. So all such kind of people should be killed. That is euthanasia program charged by Hitler. Many Germans were killed thus by this method. Many Aryans also were killed. Not only non-Aryans, many Aryans were killed by the method of this. What is undesirable? Who are undesirable people? So according to Hitler, these people are undesirable people. Jews, Gypsies, blacks, Russians and Poles. Those are the people who are living in Germany areas. So this group of people were undesirable according to Hitler's policy. Jews, those who follow Judaism, the religion Judaism which is there in Israel. So those people who are said to be more intelligent in the world. You might have heard about Israel, a small country of Israel. That country, it has come into existence in 1948. I'll come to this after this, I will explain to you. Then Gypsies. You might have seen Gypsies, people who move from one place to another frequently. They never settle down. We are also can be called a Gypsy practically. Because you come from your village to your school. After some years you go to some other place. But that Gypsy is not this. These Gypsies are people who move from one place to another in search of employment. They take their complete family, they take their materials, and they go and settle down any place and do some activities of earning the livelihood. They may produce baskets. They may produce whatever is needed for the local people and give, serve, stand and be there in a village or in a city for a short time. Then leave that place and go to some other place and settle down there, do the things. That kind of people, moving people are called the gypsies. But the gypsies that we mention here mainly in German history or the group of people which were banned by Hitler, they are the people who are said to be originated in India and moved to Europe. They settled down there. Mainly there is a country named Romania. So those people who are mainly settled down in Romania, they are called gypsies. Anyone who travels often and doesn't live in one place for long, that is a gypsy. Okay? A member of group of people who travel from place to place, especially in Europe and who originally came from northern India. They are called gypsies. Now most of them are settled down. Periods have changed. This is 1940 events. Now people settle down. Very less number of people are moving from one place to another. So at that time, yes, they were never permanently settled down. So they were moving. So then undisturbed people are black people, the Negroes who are coming from Africa. They are undisturbed. They know in Germany. Russian. Hitler was unhappy about the Russians, so he told Slav race people. The Russians are also undisturbed. Polish people, Poland, people who are living in Poland, they are also undesirable according to Hitler. See, these are the images of gypsies. See, they stay like this, houses they make, they stay, after that they move from one to this is their movement, houses. They stay like this on a week. This is their house, they stay there sometimes, then they move from that place to another place. Never settle down. That's why they have the vehicle. See the wheels. Here you see the wheels. So that every time they can move. Such kind of people are called gypsies. The Jews, they are living at present in Israel. Israel came into existence in 1948. Present Israel. After the Second World War, because they were said to be the most troubled people during the Second World War. They follow the religion named Judaism, and it is said that the most intelligent people in the world are said to be Jews. They live in a small area. See, eastern country on the Mediterranean Sea. I'll show you in the map next page. Is regarded by the Jews, Christians and Muslims as the biblical Holy Land. Now this Israel, present day Israel, is the important center for all the three religions of the world. Mainly Jews, Christians and Muslims. So these three religions treat Jerusalem as their most sacred place. Jews, according to the Bible, God has given them that land, Holy Land they call it. So they live there traditionally. And according to Christians, Jesus Christ was born and brought up and he taught his ideology in Jerusalem, in Israel. And he was crucified there and he died there. So Christians say it is their sacred place. Christ was buried. All things happened there. So it is important place for the Christians. And for Muslims, Prophet Muhammad, the person who has started the Islamic religion, is said to be taken to heaven from Jerusalem. That is their belief. So all these three religions treat Jerusalem as the most important place. So that is there in Jerusalem. So it's the most sacred sites are in Jerusalem. Within its old city, the Temple Mount complex includes the Dome of the Rock Shrine, the historic Western Wall, Al-Aqsa Mosque, and the Church of the Sepulchre. Sepulchre means where Jesus Christ was buried. So all these three religions treat Jerusalem as important place. And this Israel was created and given to the Jews by the British and American governments. They were the winners of the war, and those areas, present day Iran, Iraq, Jerusalem, all the West Asian areas were ruled by England. So they created it. They told the Muslims who were living in that area, named Palestine area, they chased them out of that area and handed over that area to Jews. So they went and settled down. And Jews were earlier in AD 72, they were defeated. AD 72, and they went to different parts of the world. Now they have come back after they are going and settling down. So there is a conflict here. The Muslims are not ready to accept that. The Jews settling down. So there is a friction. So there is the Jewish community. Their prayer, their families, and their dress style is like this. This is Israel. Local. So this is Mediterranean Sea. Told you actually this is Mediterranean Sea. This is Egypt. This is Jordan. This is Lebanon and Syria. This is Syria. This is Syria. This is Lebanon. Beirut. We'll study about this little more later. Beirut is here. Lebanon. So this much is Israel. And here there is a friction. This is known as Gaza Strip. So, this is Gaza Strip. This area is illegally occupied by, because this area was given to the Palestinians, illegally occupied by Jews. So there's this area also. This area also is occupied. So there's a West Bank. This is known as West Bank. There's a conflict between all these countries: Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon. All these countries. There's a Turkey. This country there's a friction. This is known as the Red Sea. Okay, this is the Red Sea. This is a Nile River. Okay, so here you can see that this is here there is a Suez Canal is constructed here. Suez Canal is constructed. It's between Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea, Saudi Arabia, Iraq. This area. This is known as this is country that has come into existence in 1948. Now this is Poland, where Hitler wanted to occupy. See, this is Germany, Poland. This side is that time was USSR. Now they are independent countries. Ukraine, Lithuania, all this were part of USSR till 1991. Okay, that's Russia at that time. USSR, not Russia, USSR. Now Slovakia, Czech Republic, all this is a Poland, present Poland. Where Hitler tried to occupy and send the people who are there in Germany, more people to this area, and tell them to go and settle down, chase out the Jews from there. That is what Hitler was. So Polish people were considered only as laborers. They were not eligible to be treated as equal as Aryans. Then he made them, the Jews, they were the killers of Christ, pushers lived in ghettos. See, killers of Christ. Because Jesus Christ was born in, I told you, Jerusalem, lived in Israel, and he has started his religion, and most people in Germany believed in Christianity. So he wanted to put the blame on Jews for the death of Christ. Christ was taken and given to the Pontius Pilate, the governor of that time, by the Jews. Jews only told that Christ should be crucified. They conspired against him. So that situation, that feeling was exploited by Hitler and told, see, Jews are such kind of persons. They should be hated. They should not be treated equally. And they are sharpers, means persons who take the money illegally. They are money lenders. And in European society this time, we can say Jews were hated. Even in the drama, you might have seen the drama Merchant of Venice. There is a character named Shylock. The Shylock is a moneylender. Okay, his thinkings and his ideologies every time how to make more money. And any other person who gives money without much interest, he doesn't want such kind of persons to survive. So he is having an anger with Antonio, who has helped his friend. And this Antonio has borrowed money from Shylock. So that's the main theme in the drama named Merchant of Venice. Okay, so that is kind of usurpers. They are usurers. Those who take the money from others. Money lenders they are. They are misers, they treat. So that kind of feeling was there. So that was being exploited by Hitler. Hitler began to say, because of that, these people should be hated. They have no right to survive in the earth. That was ideology of Hitler. Because Hitler has found they were more intelligent than the Aryans. And they lived in ghettos. Ghettos means like you can say our areas like slums, we can say. But little more systematic. They live. Together they live, but will be well planned and all those things. Ghettos. In 1932 and 1990, Jews were terrorized, pauperized and segregated. Jews were terrorized. People will go, any Jew is there, people will go and try and threaten them that you will be killed, you have no chance to survive, terrorizing, killing them, frightening them, all those things were there. Then pauperized means making pauper. Pauper means having no money. A person is a pauper, P-A-P-U-R. P-A-U-P-E-R. Pauper means a person who has no money, who has become very poor, who cannot repay his debt. That's a pauper. And a pauper has no right to even to vote. When a government declares somebody as a pauper, he will lose his voting right. So that's a pauperized. A person has no money. Pauperized and segregated. They are useless, keep them separate. This is separate, that's separate. So that kind of segregation was made by Hitler. From 1939 to 45, put them in a concentration camps and killed them in gas chambers. They were first, I have shown you concentration houses, buildings, I have shown you in the previous video. So they were put in concentration camps and taken to the gas chambers and they were killed. Again, I will show you some more about it. Okay, so that is what Hitler has done. Gas chambers. Put them into gas chambers, give them poisonous gas inside, kill them. No food was given. They were taken to the concentration, no food. Horrible pictures were there about the Jews. Their troublings, sufferings. That is the next unit I will explain to you more about it. So this is a ghettos. I like this living together. Ghettos is usually a part of a city in which members of a minority group live. Like you can say cell or any corner of the area where group of people living together. Live typically as a result of social, legal or economic pressure. Socially they are backward people. They are untouchables. They cannot be mixed with others, so they live together in one place. Legally, if government makes an area that legally, okay, those people are separate, they should live together. It can be also legal also. That's a ghettos. Economic poverty, sexual slums are there. Right? Ghettos are often known for being more impoverished than other areas of the city, more horrible life. Nothing will be available for the people to live. So such a kind of place is called the ghettos. So these are some of the situations in Germany where Hitler has done it. Before the starting of the war, we will enter into the war. Before I will explain what are the treatments they have done, the words used for killing of the Jews, all those things we will discuss. Please write down these notes or the points which I have written down in my PowerPoint presentation. Learn them. Try to download the textbook from NCRT website. It is available online. You can download, keep it in your computer, read it, or in your this book in your mobile or anywhere. If you have got facility, print it out and keep it. If you don't have facility, please download and read them whenever you listen to the class. So I have told you are the first time to my class. Otherwise, I used to tell you, if you want to get out of out, you read whatever is taught. Along with this, my PowerPoint presentation, you listen to my class, then read those textbooks, those areas of the textbook twice in a day. Means the day when I take class, you will be able to score out of that. There's no doubt. If you don't read, just listen to my class, I am sure you will be able to pass the examination without any study. But if you read 2-3 times the passage, whichever is taught daily, then you will be able to score very well without any study. Then homeworks. See the first chapter in the textbook, there are some homeworks are there. Please read that book and do the homework. Take a 200 pages notebook. That 200 pages notebook is sufficient for your history and civics. Both you can write in the same book. Okay. As such a classwork, you are not writing. You are listening to my class. Repeatedly hear it. My class from my website and make the notes. Okay. So write down the points and write down the question answers from the textbook. I will give you more questions in next unit. Okay. Thank you very much.